Okay, yes, good afternoon everyone. Hope all of you are fine, doing well. Yeah, how was the last mock test? Hope all of you did the last mock test very well, and the chemistry paper, yeah, most of the questions are easy only. I hope all of you did it very well. Yes, so today we will be discussing the questions of the test that you have did in the last mock test. So here we will be going with the first question. So guys, are you ready? Shall we do the problems, or do we need to wait for a few more minutes for others? What's your opinion? Shall we start the class, or do you guys want to wait? Okay, we'll start the class. So the questions are not that much difficult, like only few questions only. I think I can say that it is a little bit difficult. Okay, the first question, it is very easy. It is completely based on which rule? Hope all of you know this one. What is the rule behind this one? N plus L rule. N plus L rule. The highest N plus L value will be having higher energy. Higher N plus L value will be having higher energy. Here you can say N plus L value is 5. Here N plus L value is 5. Here what about here? N plus L value is 4. Here 5 plus 0, it is 5. So among this you can see the lowest value is for option B. So the question is asking which electron is associated with the least energy. So this is having the least energy. Option B is the least energy. Shall we move? Yeah. Okay, now the second question, 47th question. Yeah, this type of question I have did in the class. Hope all of you are remembering, and hope all of you got the correct answer for this question. Is it? Okay, what is the answer for this one? What is the effect of reduction of volume of the system for the equilibrium? Reduction in volume means what? Option A, yes. Equilibrium will be shifted to left by increased pressure. Okay, all of you know that on decrease volume means increasing pressure. Decreasing volume means increasing pressure. And if the pressure increases, the system will move in that direction where there is lesser number of moles, gaseous mole. That is a main thing you should note down for gaseous mole only. So here how many gaseous moles are there? 2C, which is solid, plus O2 gas gives 2CO gas, which means one gaseous mole is converting into 2 gaseous mole. So if I am increasing pressure for this system, the system will move in that direction where there is lesser number of moles, which means backward direction. So what is the answer? At equilibrium will be shifted to the left by increased pressure, cause a reduction in volume. Yes, option A is correct. Very good. Few of you have given the answer. Yes. Okay, shall I move? The same type of question I have did in the class also. Yes. Second question, the Cu plus ion is not stable in aqueous solution because it shows what? What is the reason? Because it shows what? Cu plus ion, we know that it is 2 plus and Cu in solid state. It can undergo disproportionation reaction. It can undergo disproportionation reaction because what is the reason why it can undergo disproportionation reaction? Because Cu which is in plus 2 oxide state is also stable, and Cu which is in 0 oxide state, this is solid, no, that is also more stable. So it can undergo disproportionation reaction. So that is the correct one. Got it everyone? Shall I move? Okay, thank you. Now 49, an organic compound analysis gives the following data. Carbon have 57.82%, hydrogen is 30.6%, and rest is oxygen. The vapor density is 83. Yeah. How we can find out the molecular formula? We should know the relation between vapor density and molecular formula. Molecular formula is equal to, note down this relation, molecular formula is equal to 2 into vapor density. Molecular formula is equal to 2 into vapor density. No, sorry, not molecular formula, it is molecular mass. Molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. So from this I can find out the molecular mass, which is equal to 2 into vapor density is given as 83, which is equal to 166. Okay, now we have to find out the molecular formula. How we can find out molecular formula? Molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula, right? This is how we will be finding out the molecular formula. So how we can find out empirical formula? Empirical formula, we have set of rules. Hope all of you know this one. We already discussed this in the mole concept chapter. Okay, how we can find out the empirical formula? First of all, we should find out the mole ratio. Mole ratio. How we can find out the mole ratio? For carbon, the percentage, it is 57.82 divided by 12. For hydrogen, it is 3.6 divided by 1. Then for oxygen, what is the oxygen's percentage? What is the percentage of oxygen? Yeah, it is coming 38.58 divided by 16. On solving this, what is the answer you are getting? 4.816. This one 3.6, 2.41. Mole ratio we got. Now we have to convert it to simplest mole ratio. Simplest mole ratio by multiplying everything with the lowest value among here. So for carbon, it is 4.816 divided by 2.41. What is the answer? It is coming around 2. And for hydrogen, it is 3.6 divided by 2.4. Answer is coming around 3. Sorry, answer is coming around 1.5. And for oxygen, it is 2.41 divided by 2.41, which is coming 1. So we got the simplest mole ratio. Now what we have to do? We have to convert to simplest mole number ratio. For that, we can multiply everything with 2. Multiply everything with 2. I will be getting 4, 3 and 2. So I got the molecular formula. What is the molecular formula here? Yeah, what is the molecular formula? Sorry, what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula is equal to C4H3O2. Now after getting empirical formula, how we can convert to molecular formula? We have to find out the empirical mass. Empirical mass we have to find out. Empirical formula mass. What is empirical formula mass? 12 into 4 plus 3 plus 16 into 2. What is the empirical formula mass coming? It is coming 83. Empirical formula mass we got 83. Now only thing you have to find out the value of N. Value of N is equal to molecular mass divided by empirical mass. Molecular mass is equal to, what do we have found out? That is 166 divided by 83. The answer is coming 2. So the molecular formula is equal to 2 into C4H3O2, and the molecular formula coming as C8H6O4. Is it clear? Is it clear all? Already we know, we have already solved this type of question in few previous mock tests also. In the class also we have solved. So hope all of you got the correct answer for this question. Everyone, right? Okay. Okay, match the following column 1 to column 2. Yeah, it's a very easy question. Only just find out the oxidation number. Oxidation number for NH4Cl. What is for NH4Cl? NH4Cl I can split as NH4 plus plus Cl minus. And here the question is asking about the oxidation state of nitrogen. So X plus 4 is equal to plus 1. So X is coming as minus 3. Now for HNO3, yeah, nitrogen, X plus 1 for hydrogen plus 3 into minus 6 is equal to 0. So X is coming as 5. Now then N2O 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. So X is equal to minus 2 divided by 2 is equal to minus 1. Then the last one, NH2OH, NH2OH, X plus 2 minus 2 plus 1 is equal to 0. So X is equal to minus 1. Okay, no. Plus 2 minus 2. Yeah, X is coming NH4OH. X is coming as minus 1. Okay, here it is coming plus only, plus 1. Okay, so this is the oxidation number of the compound given here. So what is the answer? What is the correct answer? Correct answer is coming A comes minus 3. So yeah, correct answer is R, A. Okay, it's a very easy only. Their normal way of identifying the oxidation number. Just to calculate by using the numerical equation. Shall I move to the next question, students? Okay. Yeah, entropy change in the isothermal reversible expansion of 2 mole of an ideal gas from 10 liter to 100 liter at 300 Kelvin. Okay, what is the answer for this one? For that, I have discussed this one. I have discussed this equation in the thermodynamics chapter. How to calculate the enthalpy of a reaction. How to calculate the entropy of a gaseous phase reaction. What is the equation? 2.303 nR log final volume by initial volume. Everything is given in the question. Number of moles, 2 mole is given. So 2.303 into 2, value of R, of course it is in Kelvin, it is 8.314 into log final volume. What is the final volume? 100 divided by 10. 100 divided by 10, it is coming log 10. So on solving this, you will be getting the answer. We want the answer in joules. That is why I am taking 8.314 here. So what is the final answer? I think answer is coming 38.3 joule Kelvin inverse. Yes. Got it, students? Very easy only. You should not forget this relation. You should not forget this equation, delta S of the gas. Okay. 2.303 nR log Vf by Vi. Okay. Moving to the next question. Yeah, what is the answer for this question? It's a very easy question only. In a multi-step reaction, A plus B gives Q gives C. Yeah, EA for Q to C. That is Q. This is Q. This is C. EA value. What is EA value? EA is the change in energy of the reactants to the product reactant or reactant to the transition state. That is what EA, activation energy. So what is this value? 20 minus 23. What is this value? Yeah, very good. Answer A only 3. Lot of easy questions you can see here. Moving to the next. What will be the EMF for the given cell? EMF for the given cell. We all know that which equation we will be using for this. Which equation? Nernst equation is there we have to calculate the EMF under non-standard condition. So before going to the equation, write down the net cell reaction. Write down the net cell reaction. First of all, before writing the net cell reaction, write the reactions at anode and cathode. At anode reaction will be in the right side. So anode, what is happening? H2 gas is converting into 2 H plus plus 2 electron, and H2 gas is having a partial pressure of P1, and H plus having a molar concentration of 1 molar. And what is happening at cathode? Cathode 2 H plus plus 2 electron gives H2 gas, which is having a partial pressure of P2, and here the molar concentration is 1 molar. Now what is the net cell reaction? Net cell reaction, if you observe, H2 gas, yeah, H2 which is having a partial pressure of P1 plus 2 H plus, yeah, 1 molar gives 2 H plus 1 molar and H2 which is having partial pressure P2. Now you can see in the left side and right side the concentration of H plus sign is same, so we can cancel it and we can write the net Q value. Q value will be equal to P2 divided by P1. Q value is equal to P2 divided by P1, because H2 which is having H2 only having a difference, hydrogen is only having a difference in the pressure, remaining everything is having same concentration. So the Q value, that is concentration of the product divided by concentration of the reactant raised to the power of their stoichiometric coefficient. I got the Q value. Now what do you have to find out? You have to find out the EMF. What is the equation for EMF? EMF is equal to E naught of cell minus RT by NF log Q. Okay, here it is ln Q. ln Q value already we got. We want to know E naught of cell. What is E naught of cell for hydrogen electrode? What is the standard EMF of a hydrogen? What is the standard EMF of? Yes, very good. It is 0 only. So from this we got the EMF is equal to minus, this is 0, minus RT by NF log P2 by P1, right? So log P2 by P1. Q value is P2 by P1. So removing the minus, I will be writing it as RT by NF log P1 by P2. So this is the correct answer. So check the options which is following this. Okay, we have to go for the value of N also. What is the value of N? What is the value of N? What is the value of N? Number of electrons that is exchanged during the reaction. Here you can see after balancing, you can see the number of electrons that is exchanged during the reaction. What it is? It is 2. So N value is 2. Now substituting the N value here, I will be getting the final answer 2F. So this is the final answer. So answer is coming RT by 2F ln P1 by P2. Yes. Is it clear, everyone? Shall I move to the next question? Is it completely clear? Yeah. It's just a direct equation only, no much difficulties. Okay. Yeah, what is the answer for this question? 2-bromopentane to form pen-2-ene. This is, I think, PYQ question only. Yeah, what is the answer? What is the answer? Option D. Yeah, we know that this is elimination reaction, beta elimination, and it follows, elimination reactions follow sets of rule, that is major product. Then dehydrohalogenation. Here what is eliminating? Bromine is there, halogen, and hydrogen is also eliminating. So it is dehydrohalogenation. It's not dehydration. Dehydration means elimination of hydrogen and OH. Here it is elimination of halogen and hydrogen. So ABC is the answer. Yeah, I think it's a PYQ only. You already might have solved it. Very easy question. Moving to the next question. Which of the following characteristics of the transition metal is associated with their catalytic activity? Which is the characteristics? It's directly mentioned in the NCERT textbook. Yeah, option D only. Directly mentioned in the NCERT textbook, D and F block chapter. Okay, due to the variable oxide state, it can changes its oxide state, which can, because of that, it can decreases the activation energy. Yes. Next question. Following pair of solutions are separated by semi-permeable membrane. In which case the phenomena of osmosis will take place? In which case the osmosis will take place? Osmosis will take place if there is a difference in osmotic pressure. If there is a difference in osmotic pressure, then only osmosis will be taking place. If same osmotic pressure, if the osmotic pressure is same, then what type of solution we can call it as? We will be calling it as what type of solution? If the osmotic pressure is same, comment in the chat box. Yes, very good. It is isotonic. Isotonic. So isotonic solution won't be showing isotonic. Yes, very good. Isotonic solution won't be showing osmosis. Only solution which is having difference in the osmotic pressure only will be showing the osmosis. Okay. Now what is our osmotic pressure equation? Pi is equal to I into CRT. I is a Van Hoff factor. Now we can go for the first option. First option is 0.1 molar urea and 0.1 molar KCl. Urea, it is a non-electrolyte. So value of I is equal to 1. And what is the pi value? Pi is equal to 1 into 0.1 into RT. Now what about for KCl? What is the I value for KCl? What is I value for KCl? KCl will be splitting into K plus plus Cl minus. So 2 ions are forming. So I value is 2 and the pi value is coming 2 into 0.1 into RT. So from here you can see they are not equal. They are not equal. So which means they are not an isotonic solution. So I can say that option 1 is the answer. Option 1 is the answer. Like that, if you want, I will be checking for one more. For glucose, option B, 0.2 molar glucose and 0.2 molar urea. Both glucose and urea are non-electrolyte. As they are non-electrolyte, the pi value will be pi value, and the concentration is also same. So the pi value is 1 into 0.2 into RT. 1 into 0.2 into RT. They are isotonic. They are isotonic solution. Okay, like that you can check for the remaining one. Here it is CaCl2. Here CaCl2 I value is equal to 3. NaCl I is equal to 2. Yeah, sucrose and maltose they are what? They are non-electrolyte. I value is equal to 1. You can check for the remaining. Remaining also you will be finding it as isotonic only. Only A is not an isotonic, so that is the answer. Okay. Shall I move? These all are easy questions only. You already might have solved lot of questions like this. Moving to the next question. Yeah, for a reaction A plus B2 plus gives B plus A2 plus. E naught is equal to 0.2955. Hence equilibrium constant for the reaction is at 25 degrees Celsius. Yeah, what is the answer for this one? What's the answer you got? How we can solve this question? Here E naught cell value is given, right? Which equation will be using? We can use which equation we will be using? We can use our Nernst equation. Nernst equation. What is the Nernst equation? E cell is equal to E naught of cell minus RT. Here temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. If the temperature is 25 degrees Celsius, we can use our simplified equation 0.059 divided by n into log Q. Log Q. Right now I will be giving log Q. But here the condition is equilibrium. At equilibrium what is happening? At equilibrium what is happening to the E cell value and what is going to happen to the Q value? Comment on this. At equilibrium what is going to happen to the E cell and what is going to happen to the Q value? Yeah, what is going to happen to the Q and E? At equilibrium E cell is equal to, yes, very good, E cell is equal to 0. And what about Q? Q will be equal to K equilibrium, so it will be equilibrium constant. So I can write the equation as E cell is equal to 0, E naught cell is equal to minus 0.059 divided by value of n. What is the value of n here? Here A plus B2 plus. B2 plus is converting into B. So number of electron exchange here is 2. Number of electron exchange here is 2. 2 into log K. And E naught cell value is given. What is E naught cell value? 0.2955 minus 0.059 divided by 2 log K. Okay, I think log K value is coming as, what is the log K value is coming? Log K value is coming as 10 and K value is coming as 10 to the power 10. Okay, option B is the correct one. It's a very easy question only. Done everyone, shall I move? Yes, just solve it. All are formula based questions only. Yes. Yeah. Here are some of the things that you have to note down, some informative parts. Lake test. Note down lake test. This might be a test in which you are not familiar with that one. It is used for detection of, used to identify Al aluminum ion Al3 plus. Used to identify Al3 plus. What is observation? A blue colored gelatinous gelatinous PPT will be formation. A blue color gelatinous PPT will be forming. That is why it is called as blue lake test. Okay. Now Nestle's reagent. What is Nestle's reagent? Nestle's reagent. Nestle's reagent is used for the detection of which element? Nestle's reagent is used for the detection of which element? Yes, D. Very good. Ammonia ion. Used for the detection of NH4 plus. Okay. And what is Nestle's reagent? K2HgI4. K2HgI4 is a Nestle's reagent. Just note down the formula also, because it can ask in any of the questions. And what is the color? What is the color? Anybody know the color? Brown color will be forming. Okay, this time they haven't asked about color, but next time they can ask about the color also. This time they asked about ions. Now next time they will ask about color. Okay, now potassium sulfocyanide. Potassium sulfocyanide. Potassium sulfocyanide used for the identification of which metal? All of you know this one, potassium sulfocyanide. It is for iron. And we have did this experiment. We have did this experiment in our childhood days. That is an experiment which is used for creating artificial blood. So yeah. So potassium thiosulfate. Deep red blood color. There will be formation of deep red blood color. Now the last one, brown ring test. Brown ring test. For brown ring test, it is used for the detection of which ion? Used for detection of which ion? NO3 minus. Okay. Okay, and in this case we can see there will be a brown ring formation. There will be ring formation. Brown ring formation will be happening in the case of brown ring test. Okay, so these are the other important additional informations about this question. Can I move, students? Note down all these things, take a screenshot. Okay, which of the following are isoelectronic and isostructural? Yeah, by looking itself we can find out the answer, which is the correct one. Isoelectronic and isostructural. What about option 1? Is it isoelectronic and isostructural? Yes, very good. It is isoelectronic and isostructural. If you observe, what is the number of electrons? Number of electron for NO3 minus 14 plus 16 into 3 plus 1. What is the answer coming? I think it is coming around 56, right? 56 electron. Both are having 56 electron. Both are having 56 electron. Now what is the shape? What is the shape or structure of this one? Steric number. Check the steric number. Half into for NO3 minus 5 plus 1. There is a minus 1 is there, so I will be adding it as plus. So I will be getting 3, which is sp2 hybridization. And number of lone pair. Lone pair is equal to 3 minus 3. It is equal to 0. So there is no lone pair also. Yes, so A is answer. Remaining you can check it. Okay, shall I move? All are easy questions only. You can solve it by yourself. Yes. Now this one, isomers are classified as which are this? Facial or meridional isomer. Here facial and meridional isomers are shown by MA3B3 type of complex. MA3B3 type of complex will be showing facial as well as meridional isomers. What is facial? Facial isomer. Facial isomer means out of the 3. Okay, there is A3, right? Out of 3, 2 will be in the same plane and 1 will be in different plane. 2 will be in yeah, one will be in different plane. So from the first one you can see NH3 is one of the set, right? NH3 is one of the set. In that, two NH3 is in the two same plane. Two NH3 are on same plane, and one NH3 is in the axial plane. There is an equatorial plane as well as there is an axial plane. Here two NH3 are in equatorial plane and one NH3 is in axial plane. So this is, we can say it is facial isomer. Now the next one if you observe, what is the point? All the three are in same plane. That is equatorial plane. That is what meridional isomer. All the three ligands are in same plane. I am just taking I am just comparing the NH3. For here we can say all the three are in same plane. That is why meridional isomers. Is it clear, everyone? Meridional isomer, facial isomers will be shown by Ma3B3 type of compound, and in Ma3B3 type I am just taking this A3. In that A3, if out of the 3A molecule, if 2 will be in the same plane, and 1 will be in different plane, then we will be calling it as facial isomer. And if all the three are in same plane, then we can call it as meridional isomer. Okay, so answer first A is the answer. Okay, yes, shall I move to the next question? Any doubt anybody having? Okay, we'll be moving. How many grams of CaC2O4 on dissolving in 1 liter distilled water will give a saturated solution? Okay, how many grams of CaC2O4 on dissolving in 1 liter distilled water will give a saturated solution? Okay, how we can solve this question? Here they have given Ksp value and they mentioned it is saturated solution. What is the peculiarity of a saturated solution? For a saturated solution, concentration is equal to what? Solubility. This is the part that I missed to take in the ionic equilibrium part because of time limitation. Here note down the point, for a saturated solution, concentration is equal to solubility. Why? The definition of both are almost same. Concentration is the amount of solute in given amount of solvent. Solubility is what? Solubility is also amount of solute, but solubility is maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in a particular amount of solvent. Now at the time of saturation, whatever the number of solute is there, that is the maximum amount will be added. So maximum amount of solute will be there at the time of saturated point. So at the time of saturated point, concentration and solubility both are same. Okay, yes, the definition of concentration and solubility will become equal at the time of saturation, because at the time of saturation maximum amount of solute will be adding. Yes. Now how we can find out, as both are same? If we find out solubility, we can find out concentration. Concentration means we will be finding the molarity, and if we find the molarity, from that we can find out the number of moles, and from the number of moles we can find out the mass of the CaC2O4. So find out the Ksp value. Before going to the Ksp value, write down the equation CaC2O4, which will be converted into Ca2 plus C2O4 2 minus. Okay, now what is the Ksp value? Ksp, okay, for a saturated solution we know that the solubility of Ca2 plus is S, this is also S. So Ksp is equal to concentration of Ca2 plus into concentration of C2O4 2 minus raised to the power of the stoichiometric coefficient, all are same. So it is S into S, that is S square. Ksp is equal to S square, and S is equal to root Ksp, which is equal to, what is the Ksp value? 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 5. Here I can write as 10 to the power minus 9. This I will be writing it as 5. 2.5 I am writing it as 25. 25 into 10 to the power minus 10. So 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. I got the value of S. which means the molarity or the concentration, it is also equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. I got the concentration or I got the molarity. Okay, now if you got the molarity, we know the equation of molarity. Molarity is equal to number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution in liter, and here volume of solution which is given as 1 liter, right? So molarity is equal to number of moles of solute. So I got the number of moles of solute NB, which is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 5, and number of moles of solute I can write as given mass divided by molar mass, which is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 5. So the given mass is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 5 into molar mass of CaC2O4. What is the molar mass of CaC2O4? It is mentioned 128. So I got the answer 128. So what is the final answer? Final answer is coming 0.0064 gram. So this is how you can solve this question completely. Is it clear, everyone? For a saturated solution, concentration is equal to solubility. That is the point you have to note down for this question. Okay. Moving to the next question. Take a screenshot. Okay. At a certain temperature, when some amount of glucose is dissolved in water, it is observed that lowering in vapor pressure is 0.6 mm Hg for this solution. What will be the vapor pressure of same glucose solution if its molarity is 1/18? What is the answer? Anybody got this answer correctly? Anybody got the answer correctly? No, right? Yeah. I'll solve it. Don't worry, I will be solving it. Okay, first of all, look at here. What is given in the question? They have given lowering of vapor pressure. Lowering of vapor pressure is what? That is delta P is equal to P naught of A minus Ps, which is equal to 0.6 mm Hg. Okay, this is what is given. What is asking the question? Vapor pressure of glucose solution. That is Ps is only asking, and they have given delta P. How to solve this one? For that we should be using the relative lowering of vapor pressure equation. What is relative lowering of vapor pressure? Delta P divided by P naught of A, which is equal to what? Mole fraction of the solute. Mole fraction of the solute. So the things can be solved easily if you find out the mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute. How we can find out mole fraction? Number of moles of solute divided by number of moles of solvent plus number of moles of solute. How we can find out number of moles of solute and number of moles of solvent? For that, molality is given. Molality is equal to 1/18. 1/18 mole per kg. Mole per kg, which means what? Which means that 1 kg is having 1 kg of solvent is having 1/18 mole of solute. 1/8 mole per kg. What does it mean? 1/18 mole of what is our glucose in 1000 gram of water. 1000 gram of water. From this definition itself, everything is clear. That is number of moles of solute 1/18 and number of moles of solvent. 1000 gram is the amount of water, so 1000 divided by what? Molar mass of water. What is 18? So what is the Na value? Na value is coming here around 50. Got it? Okay, just a minute. 1000 gram of. Okay, mole per kg, here it is mentioned mole per kg, so it is mentioned as 1000 gram of the solution. Okay, total, okay, mole per kg, okay, which means the total, it's not about 1000 gram of water, 1000 gram of solution. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, it is 1000 gram of solution only. Okay, so number of moles of glucose is given. If you got the number of moles of glucose, how we can find out? NB is equal to 1 by 18. So if I got the number of moles of glucose, I should find out the number of moles of, mass of glucose, that is MB. Mass of glucose, how I can find out? Number of moles into 180, which is equal to 10. That is mass of glucose I got. Okay, now if you got the mass of glucose, how we can find out mass of water? Mass of water is Ma. Mass of water is Ma. How we can find out mass of water? How we can find out? Out of the total, if you observe, 1000 gram is there, right? 1000 gram minus mass of the 1000 gram minus mass of the solute. Total mass of solution is 1000 gram. Total mass of the solution is 1000 gram. And out of the 1000 gram, 10 gram is what? Mass of solute. So 1000 divided by 10, that is 990 gram is the mass of solute. Mass of solvent. So if you got the mass of solvent, what is the number of moles? Number of moles of solvent. NB is equal to 990 divided by 18, that is molar mass of water, which is coming as 50. Okay, yeah, here I got number of moles of solute and number of moles of solvent, 50 and 1 by 80. Okay, now I will be substituting that over here. Chi B is equal to NB value. What is NB value? 1 by 18 divided by 1 by 18 plus 15. On solving this, Chi B value I am getting as 0.0011. If you observe, you will be getting the Chi B value as 0.0011. Now I got the Chi B value. Now I will be substituting that over here. That is delta P is equal to Chi B value, that is 0.0011. Delta P by P naught A, and delta P is equal to 0.0011 into P naught A value. What is the P naught A value? Is it given? Lowering of vapor pressure. P naught A value, is it given in the question? No. Okay, delta P is given in the question, right? Why we need P naught A value? Delta P is given in the question. Yeah, what is the delta P value? Okay, 0.6. So 0.6 divided by P naught A is equal to Chi B. So P naught A will be equal to 0.6 divided by Chi B, which is equal to 0.6 divided by 0.0011. On solving this, you will be getting the answer around 600 mm Hg. Okay, this is how you can solve the complete question. Okay, I will be explaining it once again. Delta P we have to find out. Delta P is given in the question, that is P naught A minus. Okay, I think question is not over. We got P naught A value only, right? P naught A value is 600 mg. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the PS value. How we can find out PS? P naught A minus PS is 0.6 mm Hg. From this, PS is equal to what? PS is equal to 600, that is P naught A minus 0.6. Answer is coming 599.4, which is approximately, we can take it as 600 mm Hg only. Yes. Hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, I will be explaining it once again. Delta P is what we have to what is given in the question, that is 0.6 mm of Hg, and the relative lowering of vapor pressure, that is delta P by P naught A, which is equal to chi B. Okay, and 0.6 divided by P naught A is equal to chi B. Yeah, this is the equation, and chi B we have found out by using the mole fraction equation, 1 by 18 divided by 1 by 18 plus 50, and 1 by 80 is already mentioned in the molality, 1 by 18 mole of glucose in 1000 gram of solution. Okay, and NB value already 1 by 18, and mass of solute MB, mass of solute MB I have found it as 10 gram. So out of 1000 gram, if 10 gram is solute, then the remaining 990 gram is solvent. So 10 and 50 is the number of moles of solute and solvent. I substituted that over here and I got the chi B value. Now once I got the, after getting chi B value, I substituted that into the equation, and from this equation I found out P naught A value, and after getting P naught A value I substituted that P naught A value into our delta P equation. This is delta P, P naught A minus PS is equal to 0.6 mm Hg. Now PS I will be getting as 600 minus 0.6, it is coming around 599.4, approximately it is 600 mg. Okay, have you got it? It's a little bit lengthier question, yeah, but we have to just apply the equation and concept only. Is it clear? Any doubt anybody have? If you have any doubt in this question, just let me ask, I will be clearing it. Shall I move to the next? Are you clear with this? Okay, everyone. Okay, mixed metal and alloy of, what is the answer for this one? Mixed metal is an alloy of what? This you have studied in the lanthanide, not lanthanide, you have studied it in the D and F block chapter. What is the answer for this one? Tell me all. What is mixed metal? Mixed metal is an alloy of what? Is an alloy of lanthanide plus Fe plus some traces of sulfur and carbon. This is what mixed metal, alloy of lanthanide plus iron, and there will be some traces of sulfur and carbon. This is what mixed metal. So among these options, which option is matching with it? Which option is matching with it? This is Ln. Ln is representing lanthanide. Here Ln plus copper. Ln plus copper, it was not going to match. Copper is not going to be the, copper is not the element present in the mixed metal. Then calcium and copper, no. Then cerium and Fe, is it going to be the answer? Cerium and Fe, is it the answer? We all know that yes, cerium belongs to lanthanide, and Fe is one of the metal in the mixed metal, so this is the answer. Here lanthanide plus nickel, so this is not the answer. Okay, hope it is clear to everyone. Moving to the next question. A salt gives violet vapors when treated with concentrated H2SO4. It contains what? It contains what? Yeah, answer is iodine. I think this question also we discussed somewhere. Yeah, just note on the color. If it is Cl minus will be gives HCl, and the color is colorless. If it is Br minus, gives bromine gas. What is the color of bromine gas? Reddish brown. And NO3 minus, no color. NO3 also will be having no color, there it is colorless. Yes, so answer is Bi minus. Okay. Estimation of CO is used by, estimation of CO. How we can use the following options for the estimation of CO? Yeah, it is very clear that I2O5, the oxidizing agent, that is, it will be converting CO plus I2O5. It will be converting carbon monoxide into 5CO2 plus, yeah, 5CO plus I2. Yes, so this is a complete equation which is used for the oxidation of CO. CO will be converted to CO2 gas, and CO2 gas will be and the amount of CO2 gas will be find out by using the titration method, that is by using I2. Liberated I2 gas will be determined by using iodometric titration. Okay, it's a very easy question only. Just remember, these are just informative questions only. Read the question, by heart the answer, keep it in your mind. That's the thing. Shall I move to the next question, students? Okay. Next one. Choose the correct statement. Weight of a substance is the amount of matter present in it. What is this? Physics question, huh? Looks like a physics question. Weight of a substance is the amount of matter present in it. Is it correct? Is it correct or wrong? Weight is the amount of substance, amount of matter? No, it's not the correct one. What is weight? Weight is the gravitational force exerted on an object, on an object. So that is what weight. And what is mass? Mass is this one. Mass is the amount of matter present. Mass is the amount of matter present in it. Weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. Weight is the force exerted by gravity on an object. So these both are wrong, and the definition of these two are opposite to each other. What is volume? Volume is the amount of space occupied by a substance. Is it correct? Volume, is it correct? Yes, very good. Volume is the amount of space occupied by a substance. What is temperature? Temperature below 0 degrees Celsius are possible. Yes, 0 degrees Celsius, -1, -2, -3, all are possible. That we all know. But in Kelvin, negative temperature is not possible. Is it correct? Can't we go negative in the Kelvin? In Kelvin, can we go negative? No. But in Kelvin scale, negative temperature is not possible. So this statement is correct. Maximum is 0 Kelvin. Maximum we can go 0 Kelvin, that is -273 degrees Celsius. Now what about the third one? Precision refers to the closeness of various measurements for the same quantity. Is it correct? Is it correct? Physics, you are studying this one, right? Yes, it is correct one. Precision refers to the closeness of various substances for the same quantity. Now at -40 degrees Celsius, we have same value of Fahrenheit. Is it correct? Do you know the equation, right? All of you know the equation, right? Yes. What is the equation? Fahrenheit is equal to 9/5 into degree Celsius plus 32. This is the equation, right? So if I am doing this equation, what I will be getting? 9/5 into what is the degree Celsius? -40 plus 32. What I will be getting? -40 Fahrenheit only. So I will be getting the same value. So option C, D, E and F. C, D, E and F is correct. So option B is 7. Okay. Clear, students? Can I go? Okay. Which is a polar molecule? Another easy question. Which of the following is a polar molecule? This I have mentioned in the chemical bonding class. XCF2. How to find out whether it is polar or non-polar? I said you, same surrounding atom, there is no lone pair. Same surrounding atom, there is no lone pair. Then, and if there is a symmetry, then there is non-planarity or non-polarity. Here first of all find out the structure or shape of this XCF2. Steric number. What is the steric number? Half into 8 plus 2. That is 5. Okay. Now for 5 it is trigonal bipyramidal. And the 2 fluorine will be attaching on the axial position, and there is 3 lone pair. Now here you can see the lone pairs position are in such a way that they will be cancelling their dipole moment, and also the fluorine position are also in such a way that they are cancelling its dipole moment. So XCF2 is a non-polar. Even though there is a presence of lone pair also, here it is a non-polar. What about XCF4? XCF4, the steric number, half into 8 plus 4, it is equal to 6. Okay, 6 means it is octahedral, right? For octahedral, where we will be putting the lone pair? We will be putting the lone pair in the axial position that we already discussed. Fluorine, 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 fluorine. And here the lone pair in upward direction is cancelled by lone pair in the downward direction. And lone pair and the fluorine are there in the square planar geometry, and they will be cancelling their dipole moment. So here also dipole moment nu value is equal to 0. Okay, now what about the B, SO3? It is having sp2 hybridization. We have discussed about this molecule previously. Yeah, same surrounding atom, and there is no lone pair, and symmetry is there, so dipole moment nu is equal to 0. Now the last one, PH3. PH3, you know that similar to the nitrogen, NH3, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Yeah, definitely you can see there is non-zero dipole moment, so it is polar. So option D is the correct one. Okay, you have to go for all other options, then only you will be getting a understanding of polarity and polar molecules and non-polar molecules. Okay, shall I move to the next question? Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now next one, what is the correct IUPAC name of the following compound? Yeah, there are a lot of functional group is there, and which functional group we have to give the priority? Amide is there. Amide is the one we have to give the priority. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remaining all are substituent only. Remaining all are substituent only. This is aldehyde. When aldehyde is coming as substituent, what is the name? Substituent name is formyl. Formyl. Okay, and if ketonic group is coming as a substituent, what is the name? Oxo or keto. When nitrile is coming, CN is coming as substituent, what is the name? Cyano. Okay, so these are the substituent names. So based on this we can write the name of this compound. So C comes first. So 5 cyano. Now next one, oxygen is coming. Oxygen is coming in the alphabetical order. So 4 oxo minus 3. 4 formyl. This is formyl, right? Aldehyde. 4 formyl. 3 keto or oxo or keto. 3 keto hexanamide. Okay, this is the nomenclature. Check which is the higher priority, that is our main functional group. Remaining all will be substituent. Shall I move? What is the answer? 5 cyano, 4 formyl, 3 keto hexanamide. Okay. Yes, moving to the next question. Compare the rate of electrophilic substitution reaction. Rate of electrophilic substitution reaction. What is the rate of it? This one I have discussed in which chapter? In the last chapter I have discussed about this one. Rate of electrophilic substitution reaction. Aldehyde, ketones and carboxylic acid. What is the order? Electrophilic substitution reaction rate is directly proportional to what? Rate is directly proportional to the electron density of the ring. Rate is directly proportional to the electron density of the ring. So what is the order? Which is having highest electron density? Among this, which is having highest electron density? CH3 is a plus H group, and here NO2 minus M, least electron density. Then Cl is having minus I. So among this, which is having least or which is having highest, the plus H group, that is A. Then comes what? Then C. A, then comes C, because C don't have any group. And next B and D both are having minus effect. Among that, minus I effect is having lesser power comparing to minus M. So A, C, then D, then B. So ACB DB is the answer. ACDB. Yes, option C is the answer. Is it clear, everyone? Electrophilic substitution reaction is directly proportional to the electron density. That's only the point. Ozonolysis lot of, every day I think we are doing a questions related to ozonolysis. What is the answer here? 2-methyl 2-butene. 2-methyl 2-butene. C 2-butene. Two-methyl 2-butene. How to find out in presence of zinc? It is reductive ozonolysis. Break this one and put oxygen and write the answer. CH3 C CH3 double bond O plus CH3 C double bond O H. That is, we are getting what? Both aldehyde and ketone. Both aldehyde and ketone. Shall I move, students? Okay. Next one. Identify an aromatic compound A, C7H8O, which gives following test with the given reagent. What is the answer for this one? Option B. Okay, very good. Option B is the correct one. Here you can see some tests are given here. Sodium metal will be giving positive test. C7H8O. C7H8O means it can be carbonyl compound, or it can be phenolic compound, or it can be an alcoholic compound also. So whenever this group has reacted with the sodium metal, this group reacted with the sodium metal, it is giving positive test, which means it can be either, it will be having OH group present, because sodium metal will be reacting with the OH group and will be forming sodium oxide, alkoxide. Okay, now this OH group, it can be either hydroxy group or it can be either phenolic group, right? How we can identify that? Neutral FeCl3. Neutral FeCl3 is a test for phenol. If it is positive, it will give violet color. Test for phenol. If it is positive, it is giving violet color. As here it is negative, which we can say that it is not a phenol. It is not phenol, it is OH group. And here they have mentioned that Lucas reagent is giving positive. Lucas reagent will give positive to OH group. So among this we can eliminate phenol. Because this is not a phenolic compound. So this is phenolic compound. This is either. This is also not going to be the answer. Now what about this one? Option D is also not a, it is a phenol. And only option B is only hydroxy, that is benzyl alcohol. So that is why option B is the answer. Okay, going to the next question. Just remember the neutral FeCl3. It is a test for detecting phenol. Compound D, yeah, it's a very easy question. CH3 CH2 C double bond O OH. SOCl2 we already have discussed. What it will be doing? It will be replacing OH, doing the substitution. CH3 CH2 C double bond O Cl, substitution. Then it is treating with NH3, again substitution. What I will be getting? I will be getting an amide. CH3 CH2 C double bond O NH2. I got an amide. And now this amide on reacting with KOH and Br2. What is this one? KOH and Br2. What is this reaction is called? KOH and Br2. KOH and Br2. What is this reaction called? Tell me, this is a very important reaction in the amine chapter. What it is? Nobody have the answer? Yeah, very good. Hoffman bromide degradation. Hoffman bromide degradation will reduce this amide to amine with one carbon less. So this carbon will be eliminating and we will be getting the answer. CH3 CH2 NH2 is going to be the answer. Got it, everyone? Shall I move to the next question? Yes. Yeah, another question. In SN2 reaction, the correct order of reactivity. What is the correct order of reactivity? SN2 reaction is rate of SN2 is inversely proportional to the bulkiness. Among this, which is more bulkier, that is having a lesser rate. Which is less bulkier, that is more in rate. What is the answer? What is answer? Option D you can see is the answer. CH3Cl is less bulkier, primary alkyl halide, then CH3CH2Cl, then secondary, then tertiary. So the order will be coming from primary to tertiary. Got it? Shall we move? Yes. Next one. What will be the order of reactivity of the following carbonyl compound with nucleophile? Reactivity, carbonyl compound. Yesterday we have discussed this one. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. Nucleophilic addition reaction. Nucleophilic addition reaction. The nucleophilic addition reaction rate is directly proportional to what? Directly proportional to the electron deficiency of carbon. Which carbon is more electron deficient, there will be adding of nucleophile. Among this you can see, yeah, here CH3 methyl group is there, two trimethyl group is there. So here it will be having a highest inductive effect. What about the third one? There is also CH3 group, there will be plus H effect, and there is also second one also there is plus H effect, and the first one there is no effect like that. So first one will be having highest rate. Plus effect will be decreasing the electron deficiency of carbon. Plus effect will decrease the electron deficiency of carbon. So the order is 1 greater than 2 greater than 3 greater than 4. Okay, is it clear? Shall I move? Yes. Thin layer chromatography. Thin layer chromatography is an example of what? This is directly mentioned in the NCERT textbook. By reading you can get the answer. It is adsorption chromatography. Thin layer chromatography and also column chromatography. Thin layer chromatography as well as column chromatography both belongs to the adsorption chromatography. Okay. Yes. Shall we move? Yes. Adsorption chromatography is also, column chromatography is also based on the adsorption. Beta D glucose and alpha D glucose are what? What are these? Beta D glucose and alpha D. Yes, very good. Anomers. They are anomers. What is anomers? Anomers are the group which is different in the position of OH group at the hemiacetylic carbon. Glucose we know that the straight chain of glucose is not explaining most of the properties of glucose. So actually the cyclic chain of glucose is only giving most of the properties of glucose. And when the formation of cyclic chain of glucose, there is a formation of hemiacetylic carbon. And in the hemiacetylic carbon, if the OH group is in the upward direction, if the OH group in the downward direction, then it is alpha D glucose. If the OH group is in the upward direction, it is beta D glucose. And anomers are means the position of OH group differ in the hemiacetylic carbon. One is downward, another one is upward. Yes, that is the order. Now moving to the next one. HCN is 1% ionized in its 0.2 molar aqueous solution. At the same temperature, what would be its percentage ionization? What is the percentage ionization? How we can solve this one? It is HCN, right? HCN is a weak acid. HCN is a weak electrolyte. For weak electrolyte, we already have discussed. What is the Ka value for a weak electrolyte? C alpha square. Ka value is equal to C alpha square. Okay. Now we can see the conditions. What are the conditions? If HCN is 1% ionized, HCN alpha is equal to 1% and molarity is equal to, or concentration, C is equal to 0.2 molar. At the same temperature, what would be the percentage ionization in its 0.02 molar? Yeah. If I am changing the concentration, concentration from, okay, let's suppose this is alpha 1, this is C1. If I am changing the concentration from C1 to C2, it is 0.02 molar. Alpha will be alpha 2. What will be the alpha 2 value? That is the question. How we can find out the alpha 2 value? Easily you can find out because Ka value is same. Ka value is same for both the concentration. Ka is not going to change with respect to concentration. So what we can do, we can take an equation for the first one. Ka, okay, Ka for the first one. Ka which is equal to, yeah, C1, that is C alpha square, which is equal to C1 alpha square, which is equal to 0.2 into 1. Okay, now this one, K for the second one, 0.02 into alpha 2. Now this is equation first, equation 2. If I am just dividing equation 2 by 1, what I will be getting? Alpha 2 by alpha 2, just give me a minute. Okay, alpha is equal to, we have to find out alpha value, right? Okay, now take down the alpha value here. Okay, alpha is equal to root of Ka by C1. Okay, this is alpha 1, and here the alpha 2, which is equal to root of Ka divided by C2. Okay, now if I am taking the ratio of it, alpha 2 divided by alpha 1, what I will be getting? Ka will be getting cancelled, so it will be root of C1 divided by C2. What is C1 value? C1 value is 0.2 divided by C2 is 0.02, and this is alpha 2 by alpha 1. We need to find out alpha 2. Alpha 2 is equal to alpha 1 into root of 0.2 divided by 0.02. What it is? 0.2 divided by 0.02. What is the answer? That is, value is 10. So alpha 1 value is what? 1. So 1 into root 2. So it is root 10. Root 10 percentage. Is it clear? For weak electrolyte, we will be using the equations Ka is equal to C alpha square. This already we discussed in the which class? Ionic equilibrium chapter. So take the ratio alpha 2 by alpha 1. Okay, moving to the next question. Heat of neutralization. Okay, heat of neutralization. I think this is also one of the toughest questions. Have you solved? Anybody's got the answer for this question? Anybody got answer for this question? This is from the ionic equilibrium chapter. Yeah, I will be solving it. This is also from the ionic equilibrium chapter. Heat of neutralization for 2 mole of LiOH. 2 mole of LiOH plus 1 mole of H2SO4. What I will be getting? I will be getting 2 mole of water, right? Neutralization means I will be getting 2 mole of water. Okay. Now the heat released for during this process, it is mentioned that heat released during this process minus 69.6 kilojoule. But experimental evidence, we know that for a heat of neutralization is fixed. H neutralization for 1 mole of H2O. What is the enthalpy of neutralization for 1 mole of H2O? Enthalpy of neutralization of 1 mole of H2O means 1 H plus plus OH minus. If 1 H plus and OH minus combines together, we will be getting water. The energy released during this process is called as enthalpy of neutralization. And experimentally, enthalpy of neutralization is a fixed value, which is equal to minus 57.3 kilojoule. Okay. And here you can see here 2 moles of H plus are there. 2 OH minus plus H2SO4. H2SO4 is having 2 H plus, right? 2 H plus. They are combining and forming 2 H2O. Then according to our experimental evidence, the energy released should be minus 57.3 into 2, that is minus 114.6 kilojoule. This is what the energy that is Yeah, this is the energy that we are actually expecting, but actually it is forming is minus 69.6, that is delta H neutralization expected is equal to minus 114. Actually it is forming, how much it is? Minus 69.6. Now why this difference? The difference is because actually minus 114 kilojoule has been released. 114 kilojoule has been released. Then what is happening? Among the released one, the few amount means the difference. Delta H difference. What is the difference? Minus 114 minus of minus 69.6. What is this difference coming? Coming around 45 kilojoule. That is out of the minus 114 kilojoule that is released when 2 mole of LiOH reacted with 1 mole of H2SO4. Out of this 45 kilojoule is used to ionize, delta H ionize. After neutralization, some of the energy is used to ionize LiOH. What is that? 2 Li plus 2 OH minus. For this one, how much energy is used? 45 kilojoule. That is why 45 kilojoule. And for ionization, it should be positive. So the minus 114 plus 45 kilojoule, that is what? 69 minus 69.6. This is what is mentioned in the question. Okay, now the question is the heat of ionization of LiOH will be for ionization it is mentioned that 45 kilojoule is only releasing is used, and this 45 kilojoule is used to ionize 2 mole of Li plus 2 mole of LiOH, but the question is for 1 mole of LiOH. Yeah, that I can write. For 1 mole LiOH, delta S of ionization is equal to 45 divided by 2, that is 22.5 mm. 3 is coming as answer. 20.2 is. Got it, everyone? You want me to repeat once again? Students, have you got it? I will be repeating once again. Okay, here in the question it is mentioned that 2 mole of LiOH react with 1 mole of H2SO4 at 25 degrees Celsius gives minus 69.6. Okay, this is neutralization. According to the neutralization experimental evidence, if 1 mole of H plus react with 1 mole of OH minus, we should get minus 57.3 kilojoule of energy. And here we have taken 2 mole of OH minus and 2 mole of H plus. Here H2SO4, right? So it will be giving 1 mole will be giving 2 H plus. Okay. So 2 OH minus plus 2 H plus should give 2 H2O, and according to the experiment, it should release minus 114.6 kilojoule. But in the question it mentioned that only minus 69.6 kilojoule is only released. Then where is the remaining amount? That is the difference, 45 kilojoule. Remaining this amount is used to ionize the LiOH. The LiOH now after the neutralization, the remaining 45 kilojoule is used for ionization. That is delta H ionization. Two mole of LiOH, and this will be ionizing. That is 2 Li plus 2 OH minus, and this is what enthalpy of ionization, and this enthalpy of ionization is 45 kilojoule, and this is for 2 mole. This is for 2 mole of LiOH. Now for 1 mole, Yeah, for 1 mole of LiOH, it will be 45 divided by 2, that is 22.2. That is why the answer A is coming. Got it, everyone? Expected and actual one. Yes. The rate constant for the reaction. I will be just telling you how to solve this one. For the rate constant for the reaction A gives B is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 liter mole inverse minute inverse. Okay. And the concentration of A at which the rate of the reaction is. We have to find out concentration of A. That is, according to the rate of reaction, it is equal to K into A. Right. Okay, we have to find out concentration of A. Concentration of A is equal to rate of the reaction divided by K. Here what is the rate? Okay, before that we should know about the order of this reaction. How we can find out order of the reaction? By the unit of K value. Here the K value is liter mole inverse minute inverse. From this we can understand the unit is, what is the order of this one? Order is second order. Okay. All of you know, right, how to calculate or how to find out the order of a reaction by looking into the unit of it. Okay, that is mole per liter into n minus 1 into second inverse. This is the general equation for the calculation of the unit of a rate constant. N is equal to order. Okay. Yeah. Okay, not n minus 1, it is 1 minus n. Okay. Yes. Now from this we understood that it is second order, so R is equal to K into A square. So A will be equal to root of R by K. Now what is the rate K value? K value is 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 and liter mole inverse minute inverse. Here it is minute inverse, but we should convert it to second because the concentration of the rate of the reaction is given in second inverse. So how to convert into minute inverse? Sorry, second inverse. 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 divided by 60. On doing this, what I will be getting? 1 by 3 into 10 to the power minus 5, and the rate of reaction is 1 by 12 into 10 to the power minus 5. Now on substituting the K value and R value, what is the answer you will be getting here? You will be getting the answer as root of 1 by 4, that is 0.5 molar. Yes, very good Kiran. Shall I move? Now a few more questions are there. Which concentration can be calculated if the mole fraction and density of an aqueous solution of HCl are known? How we can solve this question? Anybody want me to solve this question, or you already know? If mole fraction is given, which all things we can? Option D, yes, very good. 1, 2, 3. All of you know this one, right? If mole fraction and density is given, what all things we can find out? We need to find out for molality and for molarity, for weight by weight. What we need? We need the number of moles of solute, number of moles of solvent, and mass of solute and mass of solvent. These are things we need. All these things we can find out for the mole fraction. How we can find out? Okay. Consider total number of moles of HCl is 1 mole. Consider total number of moles of HCl is 1 mole, and if X is the number of moles of HCl. If X is the number of moles of HCl, according to the mole fraction, what is the mole fraction of HCl? X divided by 1, right? Mole fraction of HCl is X divided by 1. Then what about the mole fraction of water? What is the mole fraction of water? It is equal to 1 minus X. Mole fraction of water is 1 minus X. Okay, which means mole fraction and number of moles become equal here, right, at this point. Then how we can find out the mass of HCl? Mass of HCl is number of moles into number of moles of HCl into molar mass of HCl. Number of moles, that is X into molar mass of HCl, that you already know. And how to find out molar mass of water? Number of moles of water, H2O, into molar mass of water. What it is? 1 minus X into molar mass of H2O. That is, by using this method we can find out both number of moles as well as mass of HCl and water. If you got number of moles, mass and all, what you can find out? You can find out all these things: molarity, mass, percentage, everything. Okay. Is it clear? Anybody have any doubt? Suppose I am taking the total number of moles of HCl solution. If 1 mole, that's why I divided by 1. When it become 1 mole, the number of moles and mole fraction both become equal. If I got number of moles and mole fraction, when it both become equal, number of moles substituting into the mass equation, I will be getting mass. Okay. Got it, everyone? Yeah. Now the remaining questions you can solve it by yourself. It's very easy questions only. Okay, one more question I want to solve. CO distance in VCO6 and VCO6 minus. How we can? This is metal carbonyl complex, MCO complex. It's a very easy concept only. I will be telling you. That is back bonding. Back bonding increases, metal carbon strength increases. If back bonding increases, metal carbon strength increases, and carbon oxygen strength decreases. How we can increase the back bonding? Back bonding is directly proportional to the negative charge on the metal. More the negative charge on the metal, higher will be the back bonding. So among this you can see vanadium, which is having negative charge. As vanadium which is having negative charge, higher negative charge, it will be having highest back bonding. As it is having highest back bonding, it is having highest vanadium carbon metal strength. If it is having highest vanadium carbon metal strength, the metal strength of carbon oxygen will be less. The metal strength of carbon oxygen will be less. If the metal strength of carbon oxygen is less, then the bond length of carbon oxygen will be higher. Got it? That is, bond strength is inversely proportional to bond length. That is this, just take a screenshot of it. That is a point you should note down here. Got it? Shall I move, students? Remaining questions you can solve it. Yeah, these are spin magnetic combo, spin magnetic number. Yeah, this one also like based on the sulfonation. Sulfonation is only electrophilic substitution reaction which is reversible. Nitration as well as halogenation, they are partially irreversible. Okay. Then which is incorrect order? Here the incorrect order is bond energy. Incorrect order is bond energy. What is the correct order? Correct order, chlorine is having highest. Then comes Br2. Then comes F2. Then the last comes I2. This is the order. Because fluorine is having repulsion. Due to the repulsion of 2 fluorine atom, due to the presence of lone pair, the position of fluorine will be coming in the third one. So this is the one. Remaining everything, yeah, you can do it by yourself. There is no much difficulty in that. Following pair of compound which are isomers. Okay. Isomers, same molecular formula but different structure. These are ring isomer. Yeah, there is no doubt in that. And these two are functional isomer. What is this one? Alcohol. So alcohol and phenol. Alcohol and phenol, if they have same molecular formula, they will be acting as functional isomer. And this one, chain isomer. Chain isomer means they will be different in their parent chain. They will be different in their parent chain. Here the parent chain are same. Parent chain is same, which means they are not chain isomer, they are position isomer. So this is the answer. This is chain isomer. Parent chain should be different, then only it will be chain isomer. Yeah, these all are answers already in the solution that I will be giving. Direct question only, Kolb's reaction, all these equations are familiar to you. I am not going to discuss into it. Now 89, this we have discussed in the aldehyde ketones chapter. Which is the answer? SnCl2 and HCl, which will convert nitrile to aldehyde. And then on treating with the Grignard reagent, if I treating nitrile with the Grignard reagent, it will be converted to H3COCH3. This I have discussed in the last class. Now the last question is an informative question, deficiency of vitamin K. Yeah, it will increase the blood clotting time. So this is the complete solution of the yesterday's mock test. Hope all of you got it correctly. and hope all of you understood all the solutions correctly. If you still have any doubt in it, you just contact me in the WhatsApp or by any way. I will be helping you. That's all about today's class. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Yes.